Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. RHOC Vicki Gunvalson on what she said no to in Season 18. Vicki Gunvalson might be a friend this season on The Real Housewives of Orange County, but that does not mean she will be a puppet. During a recent episode of her new podcast, Vicki told her fans exactly what she refused to do this season. Vicki, who starred in the first 13 seasons of RHOC before being demoted, is still making waves on Season 18. She explained that she returned for yet another season to support her friend Shannon Beater. As RHOC fans are aware, Shannon was arrested for DUI in September 2023, shortly before production began. Perhaps Vicki's most talked about appearance this season came on the Traitors-themed episode, when Teddi Mellencamp quipped "Welcome Housewives," and Vicki went viral. Of course, Vicki did not like the put-down and said as much on Melissa Gorga's podcast. Of the episode, she claimed, "This is not what I created as a reality show." While Vicki still creates memorable moments for fans, she will not do everything production asks of her. On a recent episode of Her, My Friend, My Soulmate, my podcast show, Vicki shocked fans by claiming she was asked to confront some of her castmates at Jennifer Pedrenti and Ryan Boyajian's engagement party. Typical Vicki wanted to leave because it was freezing and the venue lacked seating, but she claims they asked her to stay longer. It is unclear who they are, but one can only assume she is talking about production. And this is about Jen and Ryan's engagement. They're like, well, it is. But it's really about the season and what's happened everywhere. So this is giving everybody a platform to talk about it. I said no, this is about Jen and Ryan, Vicki explained. Someone she refers to as a friend then asked her to confront her frenemy Tamra Judge and newbie Katie Ganella. And he said, listen, if this is your reality where you are not comfortable, I want you to approach Tamra. I said, not going to do it. This is Jen and Ryan's night. He then said, what about you confronting Katie about talking about Heather Dubrow? I said, not going to do it, not my business. And he goes, Dan, you're not going to do anything. I said, what I'm going to do is go home. Fans can see for themselves if Vicki stays out of the drama when new episodes of The Real Housewives of Orange County air on Thursday nights on Bravo. Tell us. Are you surprised Vicki refused to confront Tamra and Katie? Will she and Tamra clash before the end of the season? Sound off in the comments below. Vicki Gunvalson, the fiery and unapologetic OG of the OC, has made her way back into the mix for Real Housewives of Orange County Season 18. And as always, she's stirring up plenty of drama with her presence. The reality TV world has seen Vicki evolve from a no-nonsense businesswoman to a cornerstone of RHOC and an iconic figure within the Real Housewives franchise. But with her return to the show, Gunvalson has made it clear that this time around, she's bringing an entirely new attitude, one where she's choosing to say no to certain things, and not just for her own sake, but for her mental and emotional well-being as well. After spending several seasons in the spotlight and navigating various highs and lows, Vicki is at a place where she no longer feels the need to conform or participate in every facet of the Real Housewives drama. This season, Vicki seems more self-aware, assertive, and selective in her battles. She's decided that she's going to play the game on her own terms, and that includes saying no to the things that she feels don't align with her new perspective. Here's a deeper look at some of the things that Vicki has decided to say no to in RHOC Season 18. 1. Toxic drama and manipulation. Vicki Gunvalson is no stranger to drama. From heated confrontations with her co-stars to countless explosive arguments over the years, she's witnessed it all. But in Season 18, Vicki has made a conscious decision to distance herself from the toxic, manipulative antics that have defined much of the RHOC narrative in past seasons. She's learned that engaging in petty drama for the sake of airtime only detracts from her true self and doesn't contribute to her personal growth. Vicki has been vocal about how exhausting and emotionally draining the drama can be, and she's now choosing to not engage in arguments that feel manufactured or pointless. She's more focused on building authentic relationships and enjoying her life outside of the camera's lens. "I'm not here to fight anymore," Vicki shared during an interview. "If it's not real, I'm not dealing with it. I want my peace," the pressure to conform to reality TV tropes. With RHOC being one of the flagship shows of the Real Housewives franchise, there's always a certain level of expectation when it comes to the behavior and personas of its cast members. For years, Vicki was portrayed as the fiery, bold, and occasionally over-the-top character who was always at the center of the drama. But as she's grown older and evolved, she's come to realize that trying to fit into the reality TV mold isn't necessary for her anymore. Vicki is choosing to reject the pressure to be the loudest, most dramatic personality on the show. She's no longer interested in playing into the producer's narrative of who's the villain or who's stirring up the most trouble. Vicki understands that there's more to her than just the chaotic moments and isn't afraid to say no to being portrayed in a way that doesn't align with her true self. Instead of performing for the cameras, Vicki is leaning into being more authentic, choosing to share parts of her life and personality that she feels are important, but without the over-the-top antics of her early years on the show. 3. Unnecessary group trips and forced bonding. One staple of RHOC and the other Real Housewives franchises is the group trip. Whether it's a lavish vacation or a weekend getaway, the show is filled with these trips designed to test relationships, create drama, and, of course, generate memorable moments. However, Vicki Gunvalson has made it clear this season that she's not jumping on every group trip if she feels the intention behind it is to cause chaos or force untrue moments of bonding. For instance, when the ladies planned a trip to a luxurious retreat in season 18, Vicki initially hesitated to participate. She didn't want to go if it was going to be another forced, uncomfortable setting where women would argue, gossip, and play into the same old dynamics. "I'm at a point in my life where I don't need to be in a situation where I'm uncomfortable or surrounded by negativity," Vicki explained. "I'm here for the good times, the laughter, and genuine connection, not for the drama." This shift is a significant one, as Vicki's previous seasons often saw her involved in some of the most intense group travel moments. Now she's more selective, ensuring that any trips she agrees to are ones she can enjoy without feeling pushed into uncomfortable confrontations. 4. Engaging in conflict with the newer cast members. While Vicki has a long-standing history with the original RHOC cast members, Season 18 introduces a crop of fresh faces, each bringing their own dynamic to the group. In past seasons, Vicki may have been quick to get involved in conflicts with newer cast members to establish her dominance and secure her place in the group. However, this time around, Vicki is taking a step back and choosing not to engage in every feud or fight. Rather than immediately clashing with the new women to prove herself, Vicki has adopted a more mature approach to these relationships. She's observing, feeling things out, and taking her time before making any judgments. "I'm not going to just jump into drama with people I barely know," Vicki said. "I'll give people a chance to show me who they are, and if they're respectful, I'll be respectful. If not, I'll distance myself." This more reserved approach highlights Vicki's growth and her desire to approach relationships with a greater sense of mindfulness rather than jumping into conflict for the sake of airtime. 5. Participating in gossip and backstabbing. Another thing that Vicki has said no to in RHOC Season 18 is engaging in the gossip mill or participating in backstabbing behavior. In years past, Vicki was often seen in the middle of conversations where women would dish on others, share rumors, or reveal secrets. But this season, she's setting boundaries when it comes to discussing people behind their backs. "I'm just not about talking behind people's backs," Vicki shared. "If I have an issue with someone, I'm going to say it to their face. I don't need to go around gossiping about anyone. We're all grown-ups here." This boundary shows that Vicki is no longer interested in fueling unnecessary tension within the group. Instead of fostering drama through rumors, she's focused on keeping her interactions direct and honest, which adds a refreshing level of maturity to her character this season. 6. The old drama with Tamra. If there's one relationship that has dominated RHOC for over a decade, it's the complicated, sometimes toxic friendship between Vicki and Tamra Judge. For years, their bond has been rocky, with betrayals, falling outs, and reconciliations. However, as Vicki enters season 18, she's made it clear that she is done revisiting the same old fights and drama with Tamra. "I'm not going to go through the same cycles with Tamra again," Vicki asserted. "We've been friends, we've fought, we've made up, and now I'm in a place where I just want peace."